Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Sanu, the man in motion left. On first down, Ryan. Broken tackle. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
shift together here from the D-line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Roethlisberger. This one complete right side to McDonald. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Roethlisberger. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Fielded at the 20. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Ryan on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. To throw again is Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And connection number one there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number one target.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Now Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think if Tevin Coleman is a really good combo back, he can run it. But in terms of being a third down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league.
So good at leaking out of the backfield. Ryan finding him there for the Falcons first. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Easy. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Fresh set of downs here.
Two. Check.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down now after the incompletion. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's go.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On third down, Roethlisberger. James has it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. White 80. These two. Slam. Set. Lock 80. Switch. Monday.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Complete to Bryant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Here's a give to Bell running left, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Blue 30.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Easy. Check 26.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
These two. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They toss to Freeman. A swift move, but not a ton to show for it. Tackle just on the other side of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now it's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees, And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Freeman again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Sanu, the man in motion left. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Ryan wants to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. A little juke, and that will write a finish to this ball game.